Michael, over in the UK and Scotland is specifically, you've got Nicola Sturgeon charged, along with others, including her husband. He's been brought under a cloud with the misuse of donations.
Yeah, I think the Scottish Nationalist Party are in severe trouble at the next UK elections. I think British Labor, whose traditional hunting ground that's been, will benefit from this. So that's another factor in Starmer's favour, apart from the turmoil in the British Conservative Party. Peter, can I just say one thing that's really worrying me about America, though? The real big issue is not even these indictments. It's what if it's true that Senator Grassley's allegation that there are 11 audio tapes of conversations between Joe and Hunter Biden and Burisma are true, about $5 million going to the family. That's dynamite. Why isn't 60 Minutes in Kiev asking the Burisma executives about this? This is the media seems to be so siloed these days that these great stories are just sort of left for dead. Fair
point. What about Boris Johnson? That was big news in the UK. There will now be 3 by-elections. 2 former colleagues walked with him. A lot of people, like Nigel Farage, are saying that the Tory party isn't what it used to be, and they will suffer pretty hard in the upcoming general election.
For sure. I think there's a couple things that are simultaneously probably true. One is, he's certainly mishandled or maybe even misled on Partygate. We don't know what's in his heart and soul with that, but that happened, and it just shows sort of there's irony or poetic justice. It's one more level on which lockdowns were such a bad policy. If he had never locked down, he never would have been in that boat. The other part, I think, what Farage and others say is, as imperfect as he may be, he was the strongest populist in the party and probably most truly in favor of Brexit to some extent, versus there's a lot of other Brianos, they call them Brexit in name only. And so they do want to maybe take out the populist, and that allows them a return to Remain or some version of that referendum being brought back again in the future potentially. So I do think there's some truth to the witch hunt narrative that he's framed this against.